Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this beautiful, amazing, life-changing session of the Magic Book, a 28 Days Journey. सबसे पहले thank you so much to each one of you. Thank you so much for joining this class. Thank you so much अपना समय निकाल करके आज की क्लास में आने के लिए. सबसे पहले थैंक यू सो मच टू ईच वन ऑफ यू. जितने भी लोगों ने अपने प्रैक्टिसेस करी हैं ये उन सबको दिल से थैंक यू सो मच. जितने भी लोग नए हैं या फिर आज की इस क्लास में रेगुलर ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, यू ऑल आर वेलकम. First of all, thank you so much to each one of you. Thank you so much to my laptop. Thank you so much to my Zoom meeting. Thank you so much to my lightings. Thank you so much to Rhonda Bun, ma'am. Thank you so much to my Wi-Fi. Thank you so much to all those great people who discovered this secret. Thank you so much to the universe, and thank you so much to each and everyone who made this class possible today. Well, हम कुछ ही दिनों में ये सेशन कंप्लीट करने वाले हैं. हमारी ये क्लास कुछ ही दिनों में पूरी होने वाली है. सो अ लॉट ऑफ अप्रिसिएशन टू ईच वन ऑफ यू. जितने भी लोगों ने ये क्लास बहुत अच्छे से करी है एंड सारे असाइनमेंट्स किए हैं, एंड यू ऑल आर रेगुलर. थैंक यू सो मच टू ईच एंड एवरीवन. वेल, आज है हमारा डे 26 एंड आज हमारा एक सेगमेंट फ्यूचर प्रेजेंट का सेगमेंट जो है हमारा वो कंप्लीट होने वाला है. सो अप्रिसिएशन टू ईच वन ऑफ यू फॉर दैट आल्सो. एंड बहुत सारे लोगों ने अपने लाइफ मैजिक देखने शुरू हो गए. सो आई वांट ऑल ऑफ यू टू राइट ऑल योर मैजिक जो भी आपको आपके लाइफ में दिखे चैट बॉक्स. आपको अपने मैजिक्स लिखने हैं जो भी आपको आपके लाइफ में अब दिखने शुरू हो गए इस मैजिक बुक को करने के बाद. ओके, मी जैसा आप चाहे तो लिख सकते हैं, वो आपको लिखना है so that I could read it out for each and everyone. Okay, प्रमोशन हो गया. ओके, वेरी गुड. जॉब मिल गई, अच्छे मार्क्स आ गए, वेरी गुड. एंड मनी मिल गया, पैसा मिल गया. ओके, वेरी गुड. करियर में रिलेशन नहीं, आई मीन रिलेशनशिप में इम्प्रूवमेंट हुई, करियर में इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ, बॉस से अच्छे से बनने लग गई है. वाह, वेरी गुड. इन लॉज के साथ अच्छा बनने लग गया. सो वेरी गुड. बहुत अलग अलग एरियाज में आपके मैजिक्स हो रहे हैं. सो थैंक यू सो मच टू ईच वन ऑफ यू. आपकी प्रैक्टिसेस ही हैं जिन्होंने ये मैजिक्स आपकी लाइफ में किया. एंड बहुत सारे ऐसे मैजिक्स जो है लिखे जा रहे हैं कि हस्बैंड के साथ रिलेशनशिप अच्छा हो गया है, वेरी गुड. बच्चों के साथ रिलेशनशिप अच्छा हो गया है, पैसे मिलने शुरू हो चुके हैं, जॉब मिल गई है. ओके, इंक्रीमेंट इन सैलरी. वाह, वेरी गुड. सो थैंक यू सो मच टू ईच वन ऑफ यू फॉर डूइंग द प्रैक्टिसेस. आज का सेशन हम स्टार्ट करते हैं जिसके लिए मैं शेयरिंग करने जा रही हूँ. सो आई वांट ऑल ऑफ यू टू ब्रिंग अ कॉपी एंड पेन. टिल देन एज स्क्रीन शेयर. सो आई थिंक माई स्क्रीन इज विजिबल. आज है हमारा चैप्टर डे 26, मैजिकली ट्रांसफॉर्म इन मिस्टेक्स इनटू ब्लेसिंग्स. सो हियर्स एन इमेज जहां पे आसमान से एक बादल में से एक पार्ट है जहां से light is coming down and there is magic dust on that light. Let's see what does this mean. Turn your wounds into wisdom, said by Oprah Winfrey, media personality and businesswoman. So this is said by Oprah Winfrey that turn your wounds into wisdom. Turn your all of your hurts into your wisdom, into your knowledge. So every single mistake is a blessing in disguise. Today's magical practice will prove it because you are about to discover that there are actually untold blessings hidden in every mistake. So today is a practice, magical practice that will prove that you are actually going to today or unfold many blessings that you have in every mistake. Whenever we are making mistake, we always think negative of it कि अरे ये क्या हो गया, कैसे मिस्टेक हो गई. बट आज आपको पता चलेगा कि कैसे आप अपने मिस्टेक्स को ब्लेसिंग में बदल सकते हैं और एक मिस्टेक आपकी लाइफ में कितनी सारी ब्लेसिंग्स लेकर आती है. आई एम सॉरी. अच्छा, makes many mistakes while learning how to ride a bike or write. So when a child is learning how to ride a bike, अगर वो गाड़ी चलाना सीखता है एक बच्चा या फिर वो लिखना सीखता है, so he or she they do a lot of mistakes. We don't give it a thought because we know that through their mistakes they will learn and eventually master what they are trying to do. So why is it that adults are so hard on themselves when they make a mistake? The same rule that applies to children also applies to you. We all make mistakes. If we didn't make them, we'd never learn anything and we wouldn't grow any smarter or wiser. So whenever children are learning how to ride a bike or writing या फिर कुछ भी करना वो शुरू करते हैं, जब बच्चे शुरू शुरू में कुछ सीखना शुरू करते हैं, then we see that they are making a lot of mistakes but we don't scold them. हम उनकी गलतियों पर ज्यादा ध्यान नहीं देते हैं because we all know that after making these mistakes children learn from their mistakes and will master into what they are trying to do. So why is it why is it the adults who are making it so hard for themselves? अगर ये रूल बच्चों पे अप्लाई होता है then this rule also applies on the adults. If we all are making mistakes then thought we should never think a lot or keep a lot of our focus on that, क्योंकि इतना करने से, ये सब कुछ करने से we will not grow any smarter or wiser. We have the freedom to make our own choices, and that means we have the freedom to make mistakes. Mistakes can hurt, but if we don't learn from the mistake we've made, the pain we've suffered from it has been for nothing. In fact, by the law of attraction, we will make the same mistake over and over again until the consequences hurt us so much that we finally learn from it. It's the very reason why mistakes hurt, so that we do learn from them and don't make them repeatedly. So we have a lot of choices. हमारे पास बहुत सारी choices होती हैं. We have a lot of options to choose. हमारे पास बहुत सारी choices होती हैं, बहुत सारे options होते हैं choose करने के लिए. And we have freedom. इसी वजह से that's why only we have a freedom of mistakes. If we have freedom to make own choices, then we have freedom to make mistakes as well. So these both are all connected together. But if we don't learn from mistake, we have made the pain suffered from it has been for nothing. यानी कि अगर हम अपनी गलती से कुछ सीख नहीं रहे, if we are not learning anything from our mistake, then whatever pain we had, जो भी हमें दर्द हुआ उस mistake से, whatever the hurt we got from that mistake, it would be nothing or it would worth nothing. क्योंकि हम हर एक mistake से कुछ ना कुछ सीखते हैं. अगर आपकी किसी mistake से कुछ सीखा नहीं, तो इसका मतलब ये है that the pain you suffered from that mistake has been wasted. In fact, by the law of attraction, we will make the same mistake over and over again until the consequences hurt us so much that we finally learn from it. So if we are not learning from our mistakes, then we are making all the pain we suffered from it being wasted. And law of attraction क्या करता है? It brings that mistake to us over and over again, and it hurts us so much that at the end we finally learn from it. To learn from a mistake, we first have to own it, and this is where many people can become undone because they often blame someone else for their mistake. Let's consider the scenario of being pulled over by the police for speeding and being given a speeding ticket. Instead of taking responsibility for the fact that we were speeding, we blame the police because they were hiding in the bushes on the highway. See them, they had a radar gun, and so we didn't stand a chance. But the mistake was ours because we were the one who chose to speed. So here's an example given. Let's take an example that you are going on a bike या फिर आप गाड़ी से जा रहे हैं and you are on the highway and you suddenly, for going fast or for reaching fast, for saving your time, what you did is you just speeded up your vehicle and you started going, and the police stopped you and they gave you a speeding ticket. Now what happens? We don't take the responsibility that yes, it was our mistake. What we do is that we blame. Why? हम ब्लेम करते हैं, हम कंप्लेन करते हैं कि वो जो पुलिस ऑफिसर था वो जो है छुपा हुआ था, he was hiding under that is why I was not able to see him, वरना फिर हम स्पीडिंग नहीं करते, and he had a radar gun, that's why we couldn't escape from him or her. But in this situation we are not accepting that we had done the mistake. If we would have not done the mistake, then we would not get the speeding ticket. And the thing here is to understand कि हम अपने आप की अपने आप की गलती की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कभी नहीं लेते. वी नेवर टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ आवर ओन मिस्टेक्स. वी ऑलवेज ट्राई टू ब्लेम इट ऑन अदर्स. The problem with blaming other people for our mistake is that we will still suffer the pain and consequences of our mistake, but we didn't learn from it. And so, bingo, we'll attract making the same mistake again. So now what the problem by doing this is कि इससे हम क्या करेंगे कि हमें दर्द तो होगा, we will get the pain, we will get all those sufferings from that mistake, but by blaming others for your mistake, आपकी गलती की कारण आप किसी और को अगर ब्लेम करते हैं तो इसका रीजन, इसका क्या होगा, कॉन्सिक्वेंस, दैट यू विल नॉट लर्न फ्रॉम दैट मिस्टेक. यू विल सफर फ्रॉम दैट मिस्टेक. आपको उस मिस्टेक से दर्द होगा, पेन होगा, बट आप उस मिस्टेक से कभी सीख नहीं पाएंगे. एंड देन what will happen कि अगर आप उस मिस्टेक से नहीं सीखेंगे, then the law of attraction will again attract those more mistakes to you so that you could learn something from that. You are human. You will make mistakes, and it's one of the most beautiful things about being human. But you must learn from your mistakes, otherwise, your life will have a lot of unnecessary pain. We all have heard this sentence that a mistake is not a mistake until you repeat it. Yani ki, a mistake, oh, I'm sorry, a mistake is a mistake until you repeat it. If you repeat it more, then it becomes your habit. We all have heard this sentence कि अगर हम एक गलती को बार बार दोहरा रहे हैं तो वो हमारी गलती नहीं है. दैट इज आवर हैबिट, दैट इज बिकम आवर हैबिट. एंड सबसे बेस्ट पार्ट, द बेस्ट ट्विस्ट ऑफ बीइंग अ ह्यूमन इज दैट वी ऑलवेज मेक मिस्टेक, एंड इट इज द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल थिंग ऑफ आवर्स, क्योंकि हम मिस्टेक करने के बाद ही वी आर लर्निंग अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. बट इफ वी आर not learning from our mistakes, then we are having a lot of unnecessary pain. How do you learn from a mistake? Gratitude. No matter how bad something may seem, there are always, always, always many things to be grateful for. When you look for as many things as you can to be grateful for in a mistake, you magically transform the mistake into blessings. Mistakes attract more mistakes, and blessings attract more blessings. Which would you prefer? So, it's like the sentence is saying कि कुछ, it doesn't matter how, what your mistake is. If you have done a mistake, then there's something to learn from it, and it is the truth. यानी कि ये फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आपकी जो गलती थी or the mistake you have made is how bad or how big. There is always something to learn from your mistake. And if we are not learning from our mistake, then we are attracting more and more mistakes. And if we are learning from those mistakes, then we are transforming the mistake into blessing. Today, think about a mistake you have made in your life. It doesn't matter whether it's a big or small mistake, but choose one that still hurts when you think about it. Maybe you lost your temper with a person close to you, and the relationship hasn't been the same since. So it can be a mistake. तो आपको आज आपकी जो है एक गलती के बारे में सोचना है. You have to think about one of your mistakes, and it doesn't matter whether it is a big mistake or a small mistake. You have to choose a mistake which hurts you a most. आपको एक ऐसी मिस्टेक, एक ऐसी गलती चुननी है that hurts you the most, जिससे आपको बहुत ज्यादा तकलीफ होती है. It can be like maybe you lost your temper with a person close to you in relationship, and now after doing that mistake you have been hurt a lot by doing that mistake. इस तरीके की भी गलतियां हो सकती हैं. Maybe you put blind faith in another person and got burned. Maybe आपने बहुत दूसरे लोगों पे बहुत ज्यादा ट्रस्ट कर लिया और फिर आपको जो है बाद में उनका साथ नहीं मिला, और दे betrayed you. Maybe you told a white lie to protect someone, and because of it you ended up in a difficult situation. ऐसा भी हो सकता है that you said a white lie or a lie which was for preventing someone, और कुछ बचाने के लिए, कुछ कुछ अच्छा करने के लिए जो है आपने झूठ बोला. But after saying that white lie, you just trapped into a difficult situation. Like this also it can happen. You might have chosen the cheaper option on something, and it all went wrong and ended up costing you a whole lot more. You might have thought you were making the right decision about something, but it completely backfired. So it can be any kind of mistake in any area of your life. बड़ी भी हो सकती है, छोटी भी हो सकती है, but the mistake should be the one which hurts you the most. जो भी mistake, जो भी गलती आपको सबसे ज्यादा दर्द पहुंचाती है, तकलीफ पहुंचाती है, you can choose that mistake. And Now, once you have chosen a mistake to magically transform into blessings, look for the things to be grateful for to help you. There are two questions you can ask yourself. So, after choosing your mistake, you have to ask two questions from that mistake. And आपको 10 चीजें ढूंढनी है. You have to look for 10 things for which you have to be grateful उस mistake से. So, what are the two questions? First, what did I learn from the mistake? मैंने क्या सीखा उस mistake से? And second, what are the good things that came out of the mistake? The most important thing to be grateful for about every mistake is that there are things you learn from it. And no matter what the mistake, there are always many good things that came out of it and altered your future for the better. Think this rough, think this through very carefully and see if you can find a total of 10 blessings to be grateful for. Every blessing you find has magical power. Write out your list in a gratitude journal or type them on a computer. So you have to, the thing is that इस पूरे पैराग्राफ में हमें यही बताया गया है कि आपको अपनी मिस्टेक से 10 चीजें जो है ढूंढनी है फॉर विच यू हैव टू बी ग्रेटफुल, या फिर जो ऐसी चीजें हैं जिससे आपको कुछ सीखने को मिला और यू लर्न समथिंग न्यू. सो हियर्स एन एग्जांपल जहाँ पे the example of being caught speeding by a police car and receiving a fine. So here are 10 grateful situations for it. I'm grateful to the police for wanting to protect me from harming myself because after all, that was all they were trying to do. Second, I'm grateful to the police because if I'm honest with myself, I was thinking about other things and I wasn't concentrating on the road. Third, I'm grateful to the police because it was a foolish to put myself at risk speeding with a tire that needed to be replaced. Fourth, I'm grateful to the police for the wake up call being pulled did affect me and it will make me watch my speed and drive more carefully in future. I'm grateful to the police because somehow I had a wild idea that I could speed without getting caught and without putting myself in danger. The seriousness of police made me face up to the fact that I was putting both myself and others in serious danger. Sixth, I'm grateful to the police because if I think about my own family being put in danger by other speeding drivers, then I definitely want the police to stop speeding drivers. I'm really grateful to the police for the work they do in trying to ensure the safety of every person and family on the roads. 8, I'm grateful to the police. They must see heartbreaking situations every day, and all they're trying to do is protect my life and my family's life. I'm grateful to the police for making sure that I arrived home safely and walked through the door to my family as I usually do. I'm grateful to the police because all the possible consequences that could have stopped me from my speeding. The police pulling me over was the least harmful consequence and it could have been the biggest blessing of my life. So here are the 10 gratitude जो एक गलती में से Rhonda Byrne has given as an example जो निकाले हैं. And I hope that you would have understood how you have to do, क्योंकि इसमें से example जो अच्छे से दिए गए हैं, जो 10 the 10 gratitudes which are given are very very good और वो बहुत अच्छे से बताए गए. Now here I would strongly urge you to take any mistake you have made in your life that you still feel bad about and in your own time follow this magnificent and magical practice. Think about it through one mistake. You have the power to bring many blessings. What else guarantees events like that? So here comes the magic practice number 26. Magically transform mistakes into blessings. Count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for the blessing as you can. Choose one mistake you made in your life. Find a total of 10 blessings. Okay. Yeah. Find a total of 10 blessings you are grateful for as a result of making that mistake and write them down. To help you find blessings, you can ask yourself the question, what did I learn from the mistake and what are the good things that came out of the mistake? And just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So it is the practice, यही है practice जो आपको day 26 की practices में करनी है. What you have to do is you have to firstly find, मतलब सबसे पहले तो gratitude लिखना, you have to write count your blessings. After that you have to find one mistake which hurts you the most, and आपको उस mistake में से 10 ऐसी, you have to find 10 blessings from that mistake and be grateful for that 10. Okay, I'm sorry, I said something wrong. You have to find 10 blessings from that mistake, and आपको जो है उसे लिखना है in your journal, or you can either type it. And the question you can ask to write the 10 blessings from that mistake is, what did I learn from that mistake? And secondly, the question you can ask is that what good came out from that mistake? And at the last, that there is the practice of holding your magic rock in one hand and doing the practice of magic rock and sleeping. So I hope you would have understood what are the practices to do. Thank you so much to each and everyone for joining this class. Thank you so much to my laptop. Thank you so much to my Wi-Fi. Thank you so much to my lightings. Thank you so much to each one of you. Thank you so much to Rhonda Byrne, ma'am. Thank you so much to each and everyone who made this class possible today. And thank you so much to the universe. आज की क्लास हम यहीं एंड करते हैं. कल हम फिर मिलेंगे with a new class, new journey and a new secret, and we will actually be completing this journey in 2 or 3 days. So appreciation to each one of you, for those of you who joined this regularly and did the